Hello, it is I, Alex Solomani, the writer and director of this film, as well as the person who plays the film's antagonist, Dr. Viper. And this is a commentary for Solid Snake the movie, so welcome aboard. What I first would like to say is that this is Brad's first time on screen on YouTube. This is Brad Kramer here, well, a long-time friend of mine playing Solid Snake here. It was before BAC came to be. Oh, and here's the introduction of Dr. Viper, which in my list was my second most notable character I've ever portrayed. And that's all there really is to it. You can see his costume has changed over time if you take a look at the other movies. Man, you can really watching this, especially those of you who see my recent videos that I filmed downstairs. You can really see how much that room has changed over the years. I mean, this room is totally different. That tiny TV up there had a VCR slot. I don't even have that anymore. I don't have a VCR anymore, but back then I did. And there's a Wii next to the TV too. I don't know if you can see that. It's to the left of the bigger TV. Don't have that anymore either. It broke. But it's okay, because now I have a PlayStation, so that's always good. I really enjoy using the PlayStation, so. And I got a 42-inch flat screen down there now, so I'm not exactly complaining about the change. And so this movie is pretty much the introduction to the Solid Snake series and Dr. Viper and stuff. And he was always such a fun character to play for me, especially because in my movies I was always the good guy. So it's really fun for me. I really wanted to do this so I could play the bad guy for a change. And like just the bad guy. Because I know in a lot of my other videos in the future I would play both characters. But it's cool. Because I got to play just the bad guy in this. And this is us kind of wrestling, I guess you could say. Oh man, this is choreography is amazing, isn't it? And this goes on for a little while. And those couches too. We don't have those anymore either in this house. Lots of changes, but the couches that were in the living room are the ones that are down there in those spots now. And it's like, wow. And so is the cabinet, the big cabinet that was in the living room at the time is now down there as well. Very cool. Pinball machine is still there. That box next to the TV stand is still there. The pillows are still there. That blanket's still there. Brings back a lot of memories of what is even going on. I'm sorry, I just find this so funny. It really, I look back at this and I can really see how much my acting has grown and changed over the years. And my voice alone, I mean, listen to my voice. This is an old video. What was this, like 2012? I want to say. I don't remember exactly how it went down, how I got Brad to do it. I really don't. I think maybe because the reason we knew about Solid Snake was that, he, what was it? We played Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and he was one of the playable characters. It was his first, and so far, only appearance in the series, and that's how he, whoa, he literally threw me right there. I didn't know he did that. No, guys, I haven't seen these in a while, so I'd be so surprised it's here for me, too. So, anyway, so that's how I first learned about Solid Snake, and then where did I get the idea from to actually make this movie? I think maybe one of the times I was with him, he wore that headband that I think you can really tell the quality's too bad, but the headband he's wearing right now, I think he wore it, and it gave me an idea for it because it reminded me of Solid Snake's headband in Super Smash Brothers Brawl. That's where that idea came from, and I guess at that point, I also think he kind of, in a way, resembled him. Definitely more than I did, for sure. I mean, he looks nothing like me. So, and of course, I'm saying Solid Snake. And I think that's when I asked him, hey, you want to do this movie with me? Because he obviously knew I had a YouTube channel at the time. This was back when Super Alexander Show was still active before Alex Omai's second channel replaced it. Which is a channel, to me, I'm more happy with. And it also has Alex Omani to serve its true purpose of being vlogs, motion pictures like this. They now go back there. Well, at least it was till Oxford Productions came about, which is fine. And specials, yeah, and the like. The other question that I'm asking myself right now is, how did Dr. Viper come to me? Because those of you that are that aren't familiar with the Metal Gear series, which is where Solid Snake comes from, there is no Dr. Viper. And honestly, I'm not really familiar with the series at all. As I said, we only played Super Smash Bros. Brawl. We never played the Metal Gear games that he was in. Actually, recently we played a game like it. It was kind of like a knockoff of Solid Snake. That was pretty interesting. But back to the story here of Dr. Viper. I forget where that even came from. I want to say maybe Brad suggested it. We were trying to brainstorm for a villain. That's what I want to say, but I don't remember. But I'm glad we did because it's one of my favorite characters I've ever played. It really is. And obviously, what I came to notice is that the voice in this portrayal compared to Solid Snake 3, which I'll be doing that commentary after I do this in the second one. Yeah, I'm doing them all on the same night. But I came to notice is some of the voice really, not just the pitch of it, like because I got ordered, not only did that evolve, but wait, what? Who is this? I don't remember this part of the movie. Who is this? I didn't know Black Goblin was in this movie. Those of you that don't know Black Goblin is, he was in the Spider-Man movie. Apparently, at least that's what it looks like. He works for Dr. Viper. You think he would have taken off the Dr. Viper shirt though? What should I say here? What I should say here is how I'm not even in the frame right now. I'm on the ground. Get up, moron. Come on, get up. Come on. Get back in frame. Come on. I didn't know how to snap back fingers back then. Now I do. See? Now I can do it. Get up. Get up. You can do it. All right, I'm in the frame. I apologize, by the way, for the terrible quality of the videos. Back then, I didn't have access to the cameras. I didn't have access to, like, my camcorder that, well, you can't see that I'm holding it, but I'm holding it. I didn't have access to that kind of stuff back then. And, yeah, so this goes for all three movies. The quality is, well, just to be blunt, it's crap. It's terrible. It's very bad. But especially the third one, I really like doing these movies. They were all fun to make. So that was a lot of fun. And you're gonna notice in a little bit, I think it might be coming up soon. There's gonna be scenes where it's just me. Just my character, Dr. Viper. There is no Solid Snake. There is no Brad. That's because he had to go home. And I almost thought, I was wondering in my mind, are you going to actually be able to do this? Because he had to go home, and he said, we'll finish shooting another day. And if you know Brad as well as I do, you know that sometimes, not that he just gets lazy, doesn't do them, just things happen, and it just doesn't happen. So I wasn't sure, but no, he ended up coming through. He ended up coming back the next day and shooting the rest of the movie with me. So these scenes here, it was just me. Brad was not here for the shooting of these. And my room has changed. That I have, where those stripes are next to the door, like the striped wallpaper at the bottom. That is red wallpaper now. In my newer videos in the Oxamine channel, you would see that. And this was just me just rambling. This scene right here. What is that on the ground? Is that like Monopoly back there? What is that? I don't even know what that is. My little clock in the background there, that broke. Wasn't very sturdy. I closed the door. Not even that hard, and it would fall. And that's how it broke. And that poster's gone. I don't know where that is. And you're going to see it in a minute. It was like the weirdest thing. On camera, I actually left the room and kept the camera rolling for some reason. And then after that, so much improv here with Buzz Lightyear. Anyway, and after that, I literally just closed the door and let the camera rolling while I was using the bathroom. Here it is. Here it is. I'm leaving right now. I'm going to the bathroom. I don't even know why I did this, but I did. It was literally the stupidest thing. I actually, those are the one thing. I really did go to the bathroom. I remember that. I actually did go to the bathroom. But the fact that I kept the camera rolling was hilarious. I think I was doing an experiment too because I wanted to see when I played it back. It was really stupid. If you could still hear the toilet flushing in the background. I don't know. It was so stupid. But it was still a lot of fun. It was pretty much just me rambling. I think I ended up showing Brad this later on. But it was funny. It was funny to shoot this. Oh, there he is. He's back. Unfortunately, guys, I should probably come clean about the mask. For those of you, spoiler alert, that didn't see the third one. And it was Brio X, no, Christian in a character as Dreaded Dragon, which I'll talk more about when we get to the third one. It accidentally got ripped. And I had it in my closet for a while, but I think over time, and I don't have that Woody doll anymore, unfortunately. You can even see his legs already missing. Anyway, so unfortunately, it got thrown out. I think I'm not sure. I think it did though. So I think, with that being said, I think unfortunately the Dr. Viper character is officially retired. So that's why it's nice for me to do these commentaries, because it's almost a way of me celebrating the great character. Because unfortunately, I don't think they'll be on the screen again. Not that there will be any other cool characters, but it's just not Dr. Viper. And the reason I decided to do these commentaries too is because I just made a cool edit together to give Solid Snake 2 and 3 the same format that this one has, with opening and ending credits and stuff and music and stuff. And then I decided, you know what? I have been giving these commentaries, and I think they deserve them. So that's why I decided to do this. What's he doing now? What? What am I doing? Oh, I swear, my acting. This is my personal opinion. I don't think it was very good back then. And I'm just wondering right now, why did I leave the room again? I already did that whole bathroom bit I was talking about before. So why did I leave the room now? I actually don't remember why I did this. Granted, this was several years ago, probably 5 years ago. I shot this stuff. This is old stuff. We're listening to here. I shot this in like 2012, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I apologize. Feel free to do that below. But how do I left? I don't know what I'm doing. This is hilarious. It's also worth knowing that this is the shortest of the 3 movies. I think this is about 25 minutes. The second one is 27, despite having the most individual parts by far. And the third one is probably despite having only 4 parts, is 33 minutes, so that's gonna be fun. And yeah. I don't know what he's doing. Also, by the way, I have 2 locks on my door. Not that that's important, but I do. I'm pretty sure that's Monopoly. This is back on my desk, by the way. It was not next to my window, but next to my closet. It moved since then, too. I'll take that. And I obviously had a different computer back then, too. Much prefer this guy right here. I just tapped on it. If you heard a noise, if he didn't, then ignore me. But Dr. Viper is just, he's always such a fun character to play. Just because I can just make him as outrageous as I want. He was always such a great character. Especially going into the next two movies, because I already had the blueprint. This movie gave me the blueprint for Dr. Viper and all his subsequent appearances in my videos. So that's why I made it easy for me. There he is! This is so dumb. I can't believe it. Wow. Alright. You can see my eyes through the mask. Alright, I think, is this when he comes back? Or did I should have seen, I think I might have shot a scene down here first before he came back. I don't exactly remember. I guess we'll find out. This is like in an era of movies that, where they were good, but my acting was, like, this was good, The Dark Knight Returns was good, the Dark Knight Trilogy, I should say, Spider-Man Trilogy, Secret Agents and Secret Stuff, The Many Adventures of Alex the Knight. Such great movies now shot in, like, a similar fashion. Yup, he's definitely not here yet, because then he'd be watching me wrestling with the blanket right now, so he's not here. What an old couch. Actually, originally we gave it to somebody, that couch, and then he moved down to a different house. He gave it to one of our friends. Then he moved down to a different house. So who knows what came of that couch.
You know what? Stop. Stop.
Wow. Boy, the room has changed so much.
Alright, blow the alarm systems right away.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. Other than, I don't know what my character was doing. And I apologize, by the way, for that dot. That white dot. both the light that's in the room that the camera's there, and there's a dot whenever a dark spot goes over it. Is that a rubber ball? 2 rubber balls? What?
What's gonna happen is
What?
I'm gonna be up here, which I already am.
What am I
now.
doing?
They're gonna shoot the laser.
Are they ping pong balls? What are those?
Destroy
I think they might be ping pong balls.
Snake is
Because
gonna
I
be
think I
up
used to
here
have ping pong
somewhere.
balls, yeah, back in the
Coming
day.
after me. He'll be my
They used to, I used to have
friend.
like a tiny pool table that had them in it. Did I have that table still back then?
You will
I think we
never
might have
know
thrown
what-
it out.
I've also created another one called the Evil Ray. That's why I hit
Not
the
even
snake
sure.
with it. We'll make him evil for life.
Man, this is a trip down memory lane for me, guys. Thank you for letting me do this.
I'm gonna get to it.
It always takes me back to do this.
Well, now when I said, that boy B is to be upset at me.
And I think the part of the movie is I'm setting up like a bomb in outer space or something like that to destroy Earth. Or something like that. And the story that we had here is that he died. That Dr. Viper dies at the end. Originally, we were gonna stick with that until we decide that we were gonna do a sequel. But more on that when we get to Solid Snake 2. I'll talk more about that. And there was a lot. When we get to Solid Snake 2, there's a lot about the pre-production and stuff that I want to talk about. Because there's actually some important details I never released before, and I think you want to hear. And yeah, that's all I want to say about that movie for now. Also, next. Oh, wait, he is here. Oh, Brad is here for this scene. And you can see that's why he's in a different outfit, because it's a different day. I think people were confused by that. But no, guys, that's why it was a different day. Like, what was it, like maybe like a week later or something? It took us like a week to shoot this entire movie. And this is him stopping me for good. And choreography is obviously amazing. And the mask is off. Solid Snake 2 had the same problem. For some reason, I had the mask off at the time. But again, more on that when we get there. There's nothing more fun than shooting videos with your friends, guys. If you like making videos, make sure you get your friends involved. If they want to, of course. But they do. Then you're in for a treat. It's a great time. I highly recommend it. And this video to me was really the precursor of BAC. It kind of like inspired it because BAC came after it. In fact, Solid Snake 2 would be the first video on BAC. So that's really cool. And this inspired the idea because of how much fun we actually had shooting this. It was just us being idiots. But we enjoyed it. We really did. It's experience, at least as far as YouTube goes, I'll never forget because it was a turning point in my YouTube career. I had some close friends and co-stars of me, and at least in the BAC channel, which wasn't around yet at the time, but it wouldn't be long. I think it was like that fall or something like that. We created the channel. Yeah. We were actually punching each other. I'm pretty sure we did not fake. We did not fake these fight scenes, guys. We actually like punched and tackled each other. Luckily, this one metal down by the time Solid Snake 3 came around. We actually have real weapons in that one. Like, we don't have like any Nerf guns in this movie. Yeah. So this is him trying to fight his way to stop my character's nefarious schemes. And trying to stop him for good. Can he do it? But what do you think? You've probably seen many superhero movies, and the hero wins like 9 times out of 10. So, oh wait, decide that. What am I doing now? Am I touching the Wii? I think that's it. One of the kinky controllers, one of the wireless ones, in the hole in between the cabinet at the bottom and the TV. I think I see. So many memories. This is such old stuff. It really is. I know I can talk about it, but this really it brings me back. What was that? Was that supposed to be I think that was supposed to be a bomb, I think, if I remember correctly on this film. And I slammed it down to imitate a bomb. Back then, I didn't have access to the sound effects and the iMovie music that I have now. In fact, the credits music was rare. I got it from a friend of mine who gave me that music. He purchased it. It was Mario Kart 64 theme. You'll see that when the credits come around. Great music. I actually still have it now. So I get my hand. Well, eventually when I got into the computer, I lost the original copy, but I got my hands on my own copy later on because I just wanted that music so much, so I wanted it back. And yes, I still have it now, so I could use it again in future videos. I just haven't done it yet. And that's the price you pay when you get so much great music to choose from now, and so much that is free from the YouTube copyright system, which back then we took it for granted. It wasn't really a problem. Now, oh, I remember that. I headbutted him. I actually headbutted him. I think I did it on purpose. I'm not sure. But that's why he's writhing in pain and holding his face. I actually headbutted him in that scene. I remember that. Of course, I immediately apologized. I don't think I meant to do that. I think it was an accident. I was like, what I mean? I was moving my head back and then, bah! That's just when it happened. But man, that must have hurt like crap for him. I feel bad. He's alright now, guys. We were wondering. He did get. There was no brain damage as a result of the headbutting. Should be more like head banging. I mean, there's no butt involved. Why is it headbutting? You know? Always reminds me of a scene where I threw water at Dead Space, which was supposed to be poison, and he almost choked on it. That was hilarious. You gotta watch the movie to check it out. I'm not doing a commentary on it, though, if you're wondering. But the I wasn't doing a commentary on this either. I felt like it was a good idea when I was editing Solid Snake 2 and 3 together, as I said before. Why this stuff doesn't even fit on me anymore? Oh. And only less than 5 more minutes of whatever this is. Oh, the finishing move. He got me. And the fighting gets much more epic in the sequels, guys. And the thing that's cool about these movies, too, is they can really see not just me growing up and maturing, both physically and you know, as far as acting goes, too. But them as well, Brad, and when he's starting in the next movie, Christian as well. He is not in this one. I didn't even know him back then. I don't even remember. I think I might have. Definitely knew Brad, as you can see here. Christian, I am not sure. But you can really see how we've grown up and blossomed as actors. It's awesome. I think I died. Still have that gun, by the way. It's broken, but we still have it somewhere. I have to check the basement. I don't know what else there is to say about this movie. I don't know. It was really fun to make and experience that one of my favorite in my YouTube career. Really is one of my most memorable. Was shooting this as well as its sequels, the entire trilogy. And the rest is history. Ooh, did it jump cut right there? I think it might have. I don't remember though. I think it might have jump cut.
And now I'll turn off.
None of us are in the frame right now. I don't know why neither of us are in the frame. What's going on? There he is. Brad just jumped in the frame, and I think. Also, in this movie, I was the general. I played the general. I forgot about that. I was the general character in the movie, and then in the next movie, Christian was the general. But it gets better. We'll talk more about the general in Solid Snake 2 and his appearance in that. Then we'll talk more about the character. And Brad and I are the only two who have played the same characters in all 3 movies. He played Solid Snake in all 3 movies, and I played Dr. Viper in all 3 movies. And yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Stop making the camera blurry. Yeah, it's about to end, like right now. I think the credits take a minute.
Let's go, General.
Yep, there it is, and that was the movie. I hope you enjoyed it. Back when the credits look like crap, by the way. The other movie's credits I just did right now, so they're gonna look better. Still, though, I hope you enjoyed this movie. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Ran over a loudspeaker, yeah. Heart Boot Henchman Danny, I would credit him as that. Yeah, he had a cameo. Story by ran by the same thing, moron. Anyway, all joking aside here, I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. That channel's gone, guys. Kanoto, you know, doesn't exist anymore, so don't go searching for it. Oh, you can, but you won't find anything. Anyway, this has been Alex Solomani, and see you in the commentary for Solid Snake 2. Bye, guys. It's been fun. Bye.